Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hi, Clara. Hi, Rex. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Let me click back into the window so it's not limiting the FPS. There we go. There we go. I'll turn off my HUD too. Oh, ad break. Okay, that's fine. Why am I being bonked? Just got out of the shower. Nice. Why am I being bonked? We just started. I'm snuggled up in my bathrobe and still nice. I wish I had like one. Do you know those blankets with like the sleeves or whatever? So that like it's like having the blanket, but you can still like do things with your hands while you have the blanket. I wish I had one of those right about now. I would also like to just vibe, just wear your cape backwards. I still don't know what I'm gonna do as a costume for like Halloween/Ren Fair. You go downstairs and it has sleeves? What? What are you talking about? How does a cape have sleeves? I'll have to go look. Maybe I throw something together. I don't know. But anywho, we're gonna resume. We're gonna resume Shadowbringers. Your cape has holes for your arms, so it clips around your arms, not just your neck. I don't remember that at all. But okay. Oof, open arms, closed gate! Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Yulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Oh, hi, Freddy! Hello, Fred. Hello, hello! Get a cattail in ears and cosplay your FF14 character. Alright, full disclosure, I was debating getting myself like a pair of FF14 Miqo'te ears. I'm not gonna lie. Come, from here we must head west and then cross a small bridge. Do it. I'm debating it. The only thing is that, well, we'll see. The only thing is that, I am unsure, because, like, I want my cosplay to be recognizable. I don't want it to just be something that, like, only I know. So, like, originally I was gonna, cosplay, actually, the Crystal Exarch, but, the, cosplay wouldn't, like, the outfit or whatever wouldn't arrive in time. Cat ears and tail will be recognizable. I mean, that's fair. But I'd rather do more than just generic Catboy number 376. Like, even if you're just Catboy, I'd rather be more than that. I'd really rather be more than that. Pelusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I have a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. Claw gauntlets and a more animalistic armor. So, my original idea was to cosplay the FF14 warrior, like Ardburn. I was gonna cosplay Ardburn, essentially. But nobody wants to make the warrior armor. Understandably, but no one wants to make it. No, get away from me! Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble! Let me just walk over to the danger really quick. That would be cool. Yeah, I would love to cosplay Ardbert, but, yeah, no, his armor is difficult. There's a thingy. Thank the fates! Look out! I didn't mean to tab out. There we go. Aid the ma'am. My poor heart. Thank you, young sir. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulemore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. Why you no fly? 'Cause nar. We can say that the cat, instead of catching his tongue, it caught his wings. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lad like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. "'Tis as the lady says. Many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulemore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters?" Quite a bit. Ah, yes. Alice would be well qualified to speak on the subject. Compared with Amarang, Calusia is almost a haven, but as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sin Eaters would have claimed another victim. Still, you have won a small victory this time, at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Circles. Okay, well, at least my keyboard isn't bugging out. I like walking these areas. I just do. Have you died from fall damage by accidentally setting your wings or pets away? So you can't die from fall damage unless you're in combat. But you also can't dismount your mount in midair. You have to be on the ground to dismount. There we go. Shame, making a Kratos and FF.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulemore itself lies beyond.
Making a Kratos and FF should and has to be awesome if possible. You mean like dismounting in midair and like pummeling down cannonball style?
This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Ah, I thought I recognised you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please!
I love the circus theme.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We might not at all.
The rhyming is disturbing, I'm not gonna lie.
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a centre of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged, and so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident! For you.
Ah, look!
Enjoy!
Thank goodness.
Over here!
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Interesting. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. Okie doke. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Yulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, aye, but at least it's safe. And the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. New. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal we realized, float in the otherwise plain broth. Here we go. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? I don't know. Yeah, you can share it, Rex. No worries. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of Miol, and believe Yulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet, no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. You disapprove of these people's way of life? Why did I originally use 707? Because originally I was going to, so originally I was going to use Ronin 07, like, as kind of a play off of the James Bond 007 type of thing. And then, but that was taken, and so I added in the extra 7. But I like my current name now. I like it a lot. Disapprove? It frustrates me, certainly. That is only part of it, though. The whole situation makes me uneasy. Rex Morrow. Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. I feel like your username should be your pick, Rex. You know, if you know, don't let my name influence, or at least like control what your name should be, you know? If you want to change your username, I say go for it, but like change it to something you like. Don't just use Moro because I'm using Moro, you know? Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to me, If these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Yulmore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Calusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. You were going to be the Ooze Master, but apparently you can only change your username once every 60 days, so you should probably give it more than 10 seconds of thought. I mean, that would be pretty funny. But I'm surprised it's been less than 60 days since you changed your username. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulmore's gates. It is fortunate that you arrived when you did, Mylon. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as the Sahagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tataru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yulmoran lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Sure thing, bud. Excellent, I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier and right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. Alright, this time I will fly, because this is a distance. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshamoa. This is my associate, Mylon. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed... Confound it, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take the west. Search the surroundings for a male mistle with short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target a likely suspect, and inspect him with a click. Found him. You have located your quarry. Meow. Mylon, any sign of him? Yeah, he's right there. L point. You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. Car. Hey!
There you are. The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear. Must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmorans' interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
But we're gonna have to figure out a different way in.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
That's not who you are, though.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alphinaud, ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Rite then? Is that... I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Man, we are getting involved in all kinds of drama today, aren't we?
Come on, they may need our help.
Flight is so handy. Aid. Now you fly. Listen, I like walking around the areas for the first time I'm there. But these areas are big, and I'm not walking through them all the time. At least this drama is better than Rooster Teeth with Ruby. Fair. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy. Mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray, keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. I thought for certain I was dead. Oh, am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristal. I was invited into Yulmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Valthry's city. Within days they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamned ocean. From up there? How were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though, if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment. Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Valthry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmore, his word is law. Well, that seems sus. The more I hear about Yulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristal to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Away into the city. New. Oh, I flew past it. I accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Gilmore. Insofar as I am able, at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach. But since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Yulmoran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. Alphinaud's not lacking in art talent, that is true. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristal has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you... well... if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. Sure. Then it is settled. All we need now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Leonardo da Vinci and his bodyguard Gigas. Alright. Hydrate? Okay. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum. So come along and don't be slow, it's time to let your colors show. I can paint, portraits at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh-ho! I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note it has seen no small amount of service. Aha! Ho-ho! Flecks of paint, both old and anew. A tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us and we'll put those talents to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant. He whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with him or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave his fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to Yulemore's sweet embrace. Oh, mercy me, the mule! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Why are we taking so long to load? Oh, we're just jumping straight into the next cutscene, okay.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Strip club! Norvrant, Yulemore.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Gotta love that's how I enter the stream. Strip clubs. Hi, Lux. Welcome to Yulemore, the land of wealth and paradise aplenty. Where the wealthy and noble people have the survivors of the flood have come to live out the rest of their days in lazy abundance. Your boyfriend is going to questionable places on the internet. Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear. Moving right along, then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through to the joyous hall. The Bureau of Immigration is in the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice, loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folk off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gatetown, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go! Enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. I don't understand why this big old thing doesn't open, and it's just the one door. Like, none of the rest of this opens. The Joyous Hall. Hello! It opens if an army ever comes through, but there's never need for that. Fair. Welcome to Yulemore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alphinaud, an artist, and this is Mylon, my assistant. Castles actually have small side doors like that IRL? Really? That do like that have that big door but only open in part? Ah, yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Yulmore are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Vothry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you are chosen, in your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see. And might you tell us of something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually. Chai News and Julia Chai, a mistle couple whom we most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs. It takes a lot of effort to open those, so if you only have a small party going in and out, it just isn't worth it, so tiny door. Why not just have a tiny door? Like, why not just have a tiny door? Why have a big door there? Now, a moment please while I complete the relevant paperwork. Because sometimes you need to march in an army. Through the side door? All in order. These are your registration documents. Because big door when you want to be impressive or need to move carts or armies. I guess. No, through the big door. Yeah, no, I'm talking about, like... I guess, well... I guess castles would have, like, a small door inside big front gate, but, like, my question was more like, side gate, side big gate, you know? Like, somewhere else in the castle. Like a back door. I have arrived and I heard the Mylon is going to some very NSFW places. No, I'm not! I am not. I am innocent. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Yulmoran citizens. We're going to the strip club soon. Rex! Enjoy your new life in paradise! Also, Lux, congrats on being an orange belt now. Congrats. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. There you go. Yeah, she an orange belt in karate now. She just did her test. And what have we here? Alphinaud, artist. Mylon, artist assistant, to be employed in the service of Lord Chai News and Lady Julia Chai. Don't worry, we'll be leaving the kid with the boss. I started a new martial art on the top of, like, 5 I've already worked with. Yeah, you did. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. Think it best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... Oh, dear. You smell hideous. Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Oh my goodness, that's... Proceed directly to the delusory next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've rinsed away that stench, you want to splash yourselves with this perfume. Liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Karnan, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. Apparently we stinky. I hadn't realized we were so Aromatic. Apparently we be stinky. We're to bathe in here then? Yes. Apparently. Oh, there are just showers. That was the girl. Alright. We're gonna look this way and only this way. He did- No! Don't clip it! Don't clip it! You rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. I am clean! I no longer stinky. We're going to walk very carefully forward and apply the perfume. You apply the perfume as directed, and the delicate scent of roses fills the air. Oh, you've showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not that is to say, it seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. What would a Stydian say? And Alice would have been drying her hair by now. Oh my gosh. All three of those are golden. Also, Shadowbringers having the wool officially take a shower. Add that to the list of wool accomplishing daily human tasks for the first official time. I'm gonna say the Alice one. Alice would have been drying her hair by now. Wouldn't she just? Very well. I shall endeavor to emulate her boldness then. Courage, Alphinaud. Crow, what did you post? Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Yeah, I've banned links from being posted in the Twitch stream, because I don't want people posting, links to, like, scam sites and stuff in here, because that has happened in the past. So if you have the clip, just share it in the Chaos Crew Discord. Yeah. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons, then? Yes, we shall. I look like one heck of an assistant, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kinda decked for an assistant. I'm kinda surprised they bought that, but alright. You're looking to present yourselves to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters, and above that you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Yulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs, then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. They'll be in there like as not. I like how the artist is this tiny elf in a poncho and his assistant looks like some legendary warrior. Exactly. It's great. We climb in stairs. We still climbing stairs. We are still climbing stairs. He wields a very large brush. Yeah, it glows. See? It do a glowy. It is a pointy brush. He paints beautiful pictures with the blood of his enemies. Exactly. Piles and piles of corpses. I think this is voiced.
Oh, who's this then?
Hello, ma'am.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you are in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me! What an adorable boy! That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers.
That's not creepy at all.
I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Alphinaud, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
I am an imposing assistant. Like, this screenshot right here, this camera shot is just like, yes, definitely an assistant. He mixes the paint.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
His favorite dye is red.
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis he who best understands my work. With his unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for his priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on his behalf.
He will assist anyone who tries to make weird comments on Alphinaud. Looking at you, Lady Chai! Alphinaud demonstrating his expertise in persuasion and diplomacy. Exactly. Exactly.
Ooh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content.
Alright, Julia Chai may be a little creepy, but she's also kind of stupid, but so it's okay. The strip club.
Isn't that right, darling?
Rex!
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Yeah, Rex needs the bonk. Rex do in fact need the bonk. Free to sightsee. Now you've the opportunity to experience Yulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap? Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our, new place of residence. Go full bard? Okie day. 1 second. Okay, hold on. Can I sit at the bar? I can sit at the bar. Alright, hold on. And you still have 27,000 left? Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to mute the music for really quick. I'm going to take off my headset. And we are going to, my hair is itching. There we go. Alright. Let me turn off the filters on my mic so that it picks up the amp. I apologize for the background noise you guys are about to hear from my computer, but that's alright. Alright, cool. Alright, Lux. Whoa. Question to the Lux. Do you want distortion or clean? You get to pick. It is your choice. While I am making sure this is tuned because it's been a hot minute. Okay, we're good. Let's go metal distortion. Perfect. That's what I'm already on. Okay. Wait, do I even... A thought just occurred to me. Wait. Wait, no. Come on. Come on. Maybe I should, like, look at what I'm playing instead of, like, just looking off. So, hold on. Play Shadowbringers? I don't even... Shadowbringers is, like, the one theme that I don't know how to, like... You were talking about, like, one brings shadow, one brings light. But, like, it's not really something I can play on the guitar. It's like, I can do Heaven's Ward. I can do Stormblood. Wait. I don't remember how the next part goes. No. Wait. No, wait. 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 I don't remember exactly how that goes. The freaking whatever that. It's one of the themes from ARR. But yeah, Shadowbringers doesn't really have like a good like I can even play Insatiable? Oh gosh. Hold on. I would have to go listen to it again. Hold on. Let me go. Hold on. Let me go make sure browser audio isn't on so I don't get DMCA'd for this. Okay. I will go pull up Insatiable really quick. Insatiable FF14. Oh. No. Okay, that's a... Oh, okay, hold on. No, wait. Within the flood, now blood is back, and the wages of blood. Hold on. The road that we walk is lost in the flood. Now proud angels bathing. Wait, bathing. No. In their wages of blood. At this, the world's end do. No, wait. Do we got... Right. Right. Something like that. Something like that. Also, the light turned off in my room again, so... Oh, wait, no, I can still read fret numbers. Hold on, let me... Oh, wait, no. Hold on. That we walk is lost in the flood. Now proud angels bathe in their wages of blood. At this, the world's end, do we cast off tomorrow? Of tomorrow. The road that we walk is lost in the flood. At this, the world's end. The world's end. No, wait. The world's end. The world's end. Wait. Okay. This is C sharp minor. This is an interesting scale that they picked for this, but alright. There it is. There's your scuffed Shadowbringers theme. Can you do the guitar intro to Who Brings Shadow? Oh gosh, hold on. Who Brings Shadow? I gotta go look that up as well. I gotta go, hold on one second. Yes, I know Shadowbringer spoilers, hold on. Let me hear this. Oh, I remember learning this a while back, but... That's basically it. Hold on. Or whatever. It's a really simple riff. Guitar was great. Alright, let me play one legit actual thing for you. Hold on. Metal. What are we gonna do? Wait. Wait down. There you go. Alright. Night. I don't remember where it is. There you go. Where's that? There it is! There you go. Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna be done now. I have been jamming for like 20 minutes. It has been like 20 minutes. Hold on. Let me go enable music again. There we go. Thank you for the go full barter, Dame. I appreciate. Okay. Let me turn that back off. It was good. Thank you. Let me go turn the light in my room back on because it turned off while I was playing. Okay. I had to figure out a lot of stuff by ear. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Okay, back to this. I just kind of get lost in just kind of doing my own thing. That was interesting. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Nod. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long hair, tied back. Literally, that sounds like me, but okay. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I'd realized I'd dropped my handkerchief. Now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I will be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. I mean, like, look, strapping young lad, long hair that's tied back, like, that sounds like me. That sounds like me. What do you want from me? Hey, look, the tome traders that aren't here. Alright, anyway. I've spent many hours in this city. Also, if I click on the Aetheryte... Oh, I do have access to it. Okay, well, at this point, you would not have access to the Aetheryte yet. She's stealing my cat, boy. Oh. My dude! You good, bro? You good, bro? Why do you that he was, wait, why you do that he was having fun? Wicked White, that was too close! Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. Did you not hear his cries of joy? You mean his screams of fear? You risked your life for a scrap of cloth? It's not just a scrap of cloth. Not if it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress but a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Yulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. That's a funny way to say joy, Mylon. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Colosio where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I must have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deeds, she'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. My attendant told me everything. I am so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You value him highly, then? As if he were a member of my own family. I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment. But in Yulmore, a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. This system gave you whiplash? It's essentially communism. That's what she's describing here, is essentially communism. Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger-turned-rescuer. A taste of honey. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. That pun. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista Bie usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Alright, where's the beehive? I assume this is it, according to my minimap. The beehive. Oh! 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 Oh, this is the beehive. Oh. Okay. We're just gonna gonna go talk with the person now. Don't bonk me! Why am I being bonked? No, don't bonk me! I'm innocent! I'm innocent! I had no idea. How could I ever have known? Welcome to the beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see, always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at your ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. This is all gonna be bee puns, isn't it? Yes, it is. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Sure. Ready for a game of high or low, then? Oh, what are the rules? High or low is a guessing game. You must decide whether the total of your 3 cards is higher or lower than the total of your opponent's cards. The deck holds 9 cards, with the pictures printed thereon representing the numbers 1 through 9. Each number appears only once in the deck, so there are no repeats. If you guess correctly, then you win the match. If both totals are the same, then another hand is dealt. Alright, let's play. Good for you. No time like the present, I say. Three cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Ah. Now, what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? Okay, so I know she has a 1. I was gonna say, my immediate first reaction was high. She does have the 5, which is more than my 4, but she's also saddled with the 1. And if her third card, as long as her third card... Wait, is that 7 or 5? Oh, that's 7. Yeah, no, it's more likely that it's lower. Because she already has 8 and I only have 4 so far. She could kind of have... Yeah, I'm going to call it low. You're going with low then? Right, let's see what we've got. My cards add up to 10 and I already have 12. Shoot. 15, yeah. Darn. Aw, sorry, honeybee, but this match goes to me. Shall we play again? Yes. Pats, thank you. That's what I like to hear. Let me shuffle the deck. I thought you were guessing that her cards were lower than yours. No, I was guessing that my cards were lower than hers. Oh my gosh, the freaking 9 and the 8? Oh, 100%. And I have the 2? Instant low. Yeah, easiest low I've ever seen. Yeah, and I have 6. You have 18 and I have 6. And 5 is 11. Yeah, easy. There we go. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I'd concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, then we'll talk about that favor. Okay, another match of high or low? Come now, little honeybee, we need all our diversions. Let's play. That's the spirit. Let me sort out the deck. That'll get you thrown out before too long. Yeah, counting cards is not great. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. The 8 and the 6, whereas I have the 7. Isn't it likelier that I go low? Because... yeah, this is a major toss-up. I think I should go low because I have 2 unknowns to pull a low card, whereas she only has 1 unknown to pull a low card. Right? Because there's only like the 9 and the 5 left, really. She's got a 14 right now versus your 7. You need another 7 across your 2 cards to reach that 7 and surpass her other card. 3 big cards already, lesser big cards, so more lows left in the air. I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna actually go low. You're going low then, right? Let's see what we've got. Okay, you have 17 and I have... I should win this. No! Ah! Ah, I pulled the 9. Bruh, I pulled the 9. No! That's okay. That's okay. Someone wheezed for me. Oh dear, looks like this match goes to me. Yes, play again. That's what I like to hear. Let me shuffle the deck. Get us a laugh emote, Mylon. Listen. Oh my gosh, 9 and 5 versus my 2. Instant low. You're going with low then? Right, let's see what we've got. My cards add up to 17, and I have 6 plus 8 is 14. Yeah, I'm good. We're good. We're good. Oh, so Krill, there's only one deck, and it's only 9 cards. You don't have, like, it reshuffles them every time. So you can't count cards in this. It's only 1 through 9. And there's no repeats. So you can't count cards. Well, would you look... Yeah, it'll be 1 through 9. It'll have... This is why I don't frequent casinos. Well, would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this newcomer. Congratulations! Victory is yours. As is the prize I promised. That's easier? I mean, yeah, it's just one random MSQ quest. I mean, you can't really expect them to go full-on mini-game with, like, a really in-depth deck that it pulls from, you know? If this was expanded upon later, then, like, maybe, but this is kind of unique. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Tisto what she can do for you. That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vothri was born with the power to command them, which means no Yomoran need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Atharn over there. There's not that Mary Sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. I wonder if I can play her again. No, darn. Then probably just not New Game Plus. What's that? New to Yulmore, you say? Only just arrived and already you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I tell you what, you hop up on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have our little talk. No. No. That's not happening. I will sooner kill a god than dance on stage. No, I have to. What? Oh, no. There, I did my horrible dance. That's the way I dance like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to kill you. I will end you. This sword is not for show. I will freaking end your misery, alright? I will cut you down where you stand, and you will beg for a mercy that will never come. Head pets, thank you. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. I'm going to break your neck into tiny little splinters and stab your girlfriend with them. Mylan, I don't think he has any misery. If anything, it was the opposite of misery. So, what was it that you wanted to ask me? Ah, yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Yulmoran army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Did someone clip it? Please tell me no. Please tell me no. Please, no. Nobody clip that. No. No. Nobody clip that. No! Mylan out here sacrificing his dignity for information. No. Do not. Do not clip. Do not. Absolutely 110% patutely do not. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see. Turns them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Yulmor. No longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Pa, a toast to Lord Vothry! You've gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphinaud will be expecting your return. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. A pall upon all your people! And for good measure... There. This is giving me Hunger Games vibes. Yulmor is the capital. You're not wrong. You're 100% not wrong. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city. So soon? You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphinaud has yet to put brush to canvas. Where is he? One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Oh! An outfit change! I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me! That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing! Clearly they believed the cat hails from the luxury district then. Little do they know that Mylan has already contributed his dignity towards the city's art industry. I'm going to stab you, Krill. You truly are a handsome boy. However am I to decide? I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. It was lovely dancing. Lex, no! Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not... that is to say, as long as you... just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick up some jewelry next? Phrasing, woman? I think her phrasing is on purpose. It's meant to sound off. Shy News reminds me about how we behave around Lux, namely in unable to say no, not saying if Lux acts like Dulia. You're not 110% wrong. You're really not. Oh. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging in these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. I sure hope I'm better than Julia Chai. You are, don't worry. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Alright. I need to go over here. That bar is so low, it's an OSHA certified tripping hazard. Don't worry, you're better. Fair. The understory. I think tripping hazards are the opposite of OSHA certified, but boy, you receive. What do you mean? Nails sticking out of boards aren't OSHA certified? What do you mean? Especially rusted nails, those are the best. They have flavor. No, they're not. Rusted pointed nails, exactly. Hello, lady. Can I help you? Sob sniff. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? They do have flavor, and the flavor is tetanus. Please, I need you out. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Thorich. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Okay. I should have taken the Ethernet now that I think about it, but whatever. Didn't have to look too hard for the dystopia. Yeah. There we go. I should be able to exit this, right? Oh, no, I don't think I can exit this way. No, that goes to the canopy. Okay. I have to exit this way and go around. I forgot. Hey, Mylon, remember how they made you dance? Vengeance calls? What do you mean vengeance calls? Wait, hold on. I was gonna time you out for like a minute, but you have my attention. What do you mean vengeance calls? You know your intrusive thoughts, do it. The intrusive thoughts took over. Hey, you need medicines, tonic, potions? I have symptoms and a meal chunk. Listen and execute, Mylon. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. I think Krill is trying to incite you into rebellion to topple the city. I mean, it's working. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face! You didn't know? Of the many hopeful to enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rat, oh no no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my mule. Good day. Oh no, you're listening to the devil on your shoulder. That's the canopy, the understory. The artist that they fired? No. We found the artist that they fired. They threw him from the balcony. And he ended up in the ocean, and we had to save him. Did you get my medicine? He said it's not able to be cured. So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time? I am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vothric and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far. No, You would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Ascension? You must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothri that we learned this truth. It is through Lord Vothric's grace that the free people of Yulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Vothri truly is a great man, isn't he? Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Interesting. That's interesting. It is good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chais appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? So, Lord Valthree boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. As for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Imagine if their ascension is literal ascension, they have the world's first space program. Emergent Splendor. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What in the blazes? He controls the Sin Eaters. The Sin Eaters kill far and wide and yet are considered allies in the city. During Ascension, people are carried off by Sin Eaters. Yep, but it's an arrangement to feed people to the Sin Eaters. It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphinaud. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now, fetch a blank canvas and... Screaming man. Ah! I can't, the freaking stream is not gonna pick up me screaming. I say, did that come from above? These clowns again. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please! A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze! There was a villain on the loose set to ruin our fair city. But our lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent? How dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Valthree resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown Lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. Lift. Joining the crowd up there? Yes. I still find it amusing that Mylon is considered an assistant despite the heavy armor and man-sized sword. Same.
That's him. That's Valthree.
I gruesome this will get, despite being a kid's game. It's rated T, so they have leeway.
He is attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12. Kaishia, what happened to you?
In the words of Fluffy,
Who
there is
are
no
these
another level of
impudent
foul.
louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Dvorthree, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Yulm is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society. To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
I see the knife right there. That's...
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
I don't
It is
think
true that
that's another
Kaishia won his
extinction
place here
event
by
by the
fraud,
impact.
but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmor?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmor. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence.
Oh, ad break. We'll wait. We'll wait for a second. It's only 30 seconds. Yeah. But yes, he is the megalomaniac and delusional. This is very true. Yeah. And ad break over. Everyone should be back.
Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Ooh, Alphinaud woke up this morning and chose violence. He woke up this morning and chose violence.
Can you walk?
I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me?
He's so stunned.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all!
Warrior of Light, they're like you.
Their minds! Torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
The most satisfying thing to stab. He goes squelch when you stab him. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. Wait, did I just skip a line? No, I didn't. Okay. In any case, I've seen enough of this world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Calusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Valthree wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I am certain we can find work for you there if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Yulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alphinaud! Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphinaud. Now, I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Valthree and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray, press me no further. We are leaving. But I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment. Oh, I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. New. That was a story. Valthree is a character. At least she appreciated him genuinely for once. I agree. I agree. She actually, and she let him go. New. And moreover, she was like, yeah, I'll make it to where you can come in the city without a stir. So maybe she's nicer than she was at first, you know? She's just a little, head in the clouds. Bonkable. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Valthree and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. There we go. Welcome back to the Crystarium. Belated theory is Valthree an icon. We don't know yet. But if he was, he would have tried to temper us. That's the only reason why I don't think so. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Like, it's circumstantial evidence, but that's my only evidence. Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends, not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the First yourself now. More than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. I must now leave, for friends are coming now and I must craft dinner. Okay, bye-bye, Krill. Thank you for coming by. The Light Wardens. Please be voiced.
And so you return. Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right.
and I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmul might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough?
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Okay.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed. At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Northrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphinaud and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Interesting, interesting. Hallminster Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we had best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Axensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Okay. Nyum. All set? If we follow this road north, we will arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now! He says as he walks. We knew. We fly. Hallminster Switch is past these gates and through the woods. Which is not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we've built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of ethers present, we have good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile ether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Well, that's interesting. Ah, well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden slaying party shall include myself, the Leveilleurs, Captain Lena, and last but not least... I got y'all. A formidable group indeed. Into Holminster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Holminster Switch now accessible. The instance dungeons encountered in subsequent main scenario quests can be completed solo, alongside a supporting party of NPCs. To make use of this feature, simply speak with one of your NPC companions near the entrance to the instance, and select the option to form a party. Alternatively, you can also select duty support under duty for the main menu, or interact with the instance entrance itself. When forming a party, you will need to follow the same role restrictions imposed when using the duty finder. Alternatively, you can find party members via the duty finder as usual, and complete the instance with fellow players instead. I want to talk with the Exarch. Form a party and enter Holminster Switch. Except...
Very well.
There we go. Screw you, Alphinaud, I don't need you. I want the Exarch as my healer, Lena and Alice as my DPS. Let's go. Poor Alphinaud. Listen, Alphinaud is a crappy healer for dungeons. I'm not gonna lie. Because he will always prioritize Alice and never the tank. He will never prioritize the tank. If I'm low, but Alice is missing 10% of her HP, he will heal Alice first. And, like, that makes sense, because he's Alphinaud. But it makes tanking dungeons ridiculously annoying. Oh, wait! Please tell me I have cutscene skipping off. Please tell me I have cutscene skipping off. Okay, good. I do. Yes! Dun 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 dun. I love this dungeon music, man. All right. All right. Oh, interesting. Hey, you recognize that? There we go. You're playing Dark Knight. I am playing Dark Knight. That's what all the goopy black energy particles are for. Edgy boy, yes, yes. You know it. There we go. No. My healer has me. Right? Yeah. We're being really careful because the opening dungeon of every expansion is always spicy. But I think I want to do a double pull here. I'm impressed that AI can do party rolls like that so well. Oh, I didn't mean to use Living Dead. I forgot that he has Benediction. I am going through a lot of mitigation right about now. Ooh. Spicy. So if you're wondering about Insatiable, this is Insatiable. Oh, you freaking... I totally forgot about Blood Weapon. And this. I didn't mean to use that. I don't have Dark Missionary. Come on, hit me. Come on. My salted earth! Bring it on, let's go.
Let's give them a show.
There we go. Bum bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum bum. Get over here. So the tanks draw aggro from the squishy DPS and supports? Yeah. That's essentially how this goes. Deal. And you have all these different tools at your disposal for mitigation things. But I keep forgetting to hit my damage buttons. No, get over here. I didn't mean to hit that. There we go. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum bum. Oh jeez. Can I have an Estina, please? I don't want to stand in the bad. Sweet deal. Hello, everybody. Alright, everybody group up. Everybody group up. Ow. Exarch, did I just hear a Cure 1 go off? Sir, excuse me. Ba-da-ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-da-da-dum. So sassy about the Exarch. Yes, yes. Hey, to those of you who are here on Monday's stream, do you recognize this? Our second boss is Tesleen. Oh, I messed up. Hey, ow. Thank you. Am I 4? Okay, cool. Oh no, I clipped the XR. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Wolfie? I'm innocent! Okay, this time I have my mitigation. Because... Man, I need to get better about watching for freaking, Oh wait, no, they're gonna, I'm number 1. Good news, Exarch is a white mage and therefore has literal crud loads of healing. Greed! It provides ha-has. How the Mylon doing so far other than being scared? I'm doing good. good. I'm doing good. I get to kill things with a big sword. Oh, I don't want to be in that. No, thank you. No, I probably shouldn't have used that right that minute, but it's fine. Oh, it's still only 2 targets now. Damage buff! Damage buff! Nar. Get your stinky butt over here. Oh, I didn't mean to use TPN. There we go. But yeah, I'm doing good. We playing some Final Fantasy tonight. I'm very excited to be at the first dungeon. Lots of things. Lots and lots of things. A lot of lights. Yeah, you're not wrong. Man, I miss tanking, I'm not gonna lie. And now y'all get to see the final boss. And Blood Weapon came off cooldown. Sweet. like Warden Philia. Oh wait, no, this is insatiable. Dun 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 dun. Okay, that's the ring light.
For the Crystarium!
Alright, who's he chaining? Alice? Okay. Time to get out. Your poor HP bar. You're not wrong. I had to deal with the tank unique mechanic. Bring it on! Oh wait, that's a attack marker! Ahem. They're fine. Ow. Ow.
If I must.
Ah! I'm pretty sure it's safe now. It's not safe now!
If I must.
There we go, now it's safe. Alright, I'm gonna rotate him back this way. Hey, let's stack with the stack marker again. How's that sound? There we go. They took a lot less damage this time. Okay, I made it.
I'm with you. If I must.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Go, LB, Alice. Do it. That didn't do a whole lot. Ow. Shadowbringers is the first to require you to look at the boss to avoid mechanics. Yes, it is. Well, it's dead. It's not dispersing, though. Hold on. Lakeland breaches offending the legs? Okay, get that out of here. I don't need those. Get those out of here. If you haven't done Savage or Extreme content yet, they're now base MSQ. Yep. You better know your job. What happened to the victory ear twitchies? Not this time.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you. Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
This is tier 4 level of play.
Scar.
You can't tell me otherwise.
It can't be.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea.
You brought night to a generation that has never seen it. 100 years of light ended.
The warrior of darkness has come.
Much like the Dragon Song War, but this time with the very fabric of the world. Exactly.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment?
Oh my gosh.
For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Oh, look! Oh my gosh. I'll be... Alright. Hey, Wolf Queen Ani! Hello, hello! Let me give you a shout out really quick. Wolf Queen Ani. Hello, hello! You're playing Alicia online? Oh, really? I never knew. Hello, hello. How are you doing? It's been a minute. Crystal Knights have arrived. Let's go. You're doing good. Nice, nice. How is Alicia online? I've never heard of that game. I imagine it's an MMO, but I imagine it is a because of the name, the online bit. But what is that game? I'm curious. It's an MMO Korean horse racing game. Really? That's an interesting concept. Very competitive. I can imagine. Horse racing does seem like a competitive thing to get into. But yeah, hello, hello. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Mila Moro. I am your resident cat bard VTuber. I play music and games, and today we are playing some Final Fantasy XIV. We're going through the main story. It's not my first time through it, but I am sharing it because I love it, and I am highly addicted to this game. And you just caught us as we are right on a really significant story moment. We have restored night to a land where that has been in constant eternal daylight for 100 years. So like an entire generation has never seen the night sky. So yeah, and we are being asked to restore night to the other lands around this place too. So yeah, it's a bit of a good moment. But thank you so much for the raid, Wolf
On behalf
Quinani.
of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
And of course, an ad break hits right as I go to this. I'll wait for the ad break to be over for just a minute. But yeah, it's only 30 seconds. Ad jail, yes. Jail do happen. Ad jail do in fact happen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, it should be over. Welcome back. I think ad break should be over. At least according to OBS. So how have you been? I've been good. I have been good. I've been recently getting into Overwatch. I'm not gonna lie. Which, if you've known me for any amount of time, you've known that historically I get really mad at PvP-centric games, like PvP-oriented games, like Overwatch, or Fortnite, or Valorant, or things like that, or Apex, or things like that. But I've recently been getting into Overwatch, and I've had a lot of fun with the game, surprisingly enough. So, you know, that's an interesting development. But yeah, I know you just ended stream, so if you need to go get food, rest up, whatever the case may be, I totally 110% understand. Thank you again for the raid, and yeah, I really do appreciate it.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
If the Jerboa followed, he'd been terrorizing me. Fair.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
Hello, hello, Mango Mouse. Welcome, welcome.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower.
There he is. The sassy Jerboa. Really? Really now?
I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose.
Yes, hello, that is me.
I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them.
Welcome, welcome then, Mango. I hope you enjoy your stay. Blech. I had a hiccup.
Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
If you played Ark Survival, you know what the Jerboa is. I do not, unfortunately. I have not played Ark Survival. Although I have heard lots of good things about it. I just haven't played the game. I am sorry.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
It do be.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin-Eater is defeated.
It's a giant rodent you ride? That's awesome. Is he turning to stone? The Exarch? That's an interesting observation you make.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
I didn't know you could ride a tiny mouse. It could be some seriously impressive makeup. Clearly he's not all the way human. Because if you also noticed, he was an all-rounder, meaning he could fill any role. He can be a tank, a DPS, or a healer. Am I the only one still concerned about the world they left behind to fight this fight? No. But there's not a whole lot we can do about it right now. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. I'm starting to wonder if you know what the Jerboa is. I don't. I've not played Ark Survival. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. I know it's a mouse IRL. Well, the gerbil is a mouse. Like, well, it's not a mouse, but a gerbil is like a hamster thing? I don't know. Ever seen Rescuers Down Under? I have not. I am apologies. Ba-da-bow, bow, 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 bow. Listen, this game's music gets to me, alright? Now, as for how we proceed from here, Jerboa is what is called the kangaroo mouse. I have no idea what that is. No, I don't know what that looks like, Mango. Might be uncultured, Catboy. I'm sorry! Please forgive me. All I know is music theory. I'm kind of a nerd. The villagers we evacuated... Oh, bitrate died for a second, but that's fine. The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Mylon, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Mango is a gray and blue leopard spotted jerboa. Interesting. Interesting. Which is, I think he is a mouse trying to be a cat. So you're saying he's snack-sized. Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary Warrior of Darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vothri responds to all of this. I mean, he'll be upset, we all know that. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. Ah, and I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden, and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. His hold on Yulmore will be slipping now? It depends. It depends on how much faith the people put in Vothri, in my opinion. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. Of course. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. Without the need to protect them from Sin Eaters, he has nothing they need. Well, here's the thing. There's still Sin Eaters in Calusia. Like, that's still a thing. Because Lakeland isn't Calusia. Like, if I teleported back there, there would still be the Bright Sky there. Poor Lena sees Tier 4 campaign going on with interplanar adventures, and she's not given an explanation of what's going on. Though her faith in Exarch is a testament unto itself. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what's going on here. And I feel so bad for her. Like, she really does deserve to know what's going on, but it would really be... It would be a long conversation at this point. It would be a long conversation, and we don't even know the full extent of what's going on. Only the Exarch does. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. I gotta go to bed for work, Mylon. You have a good stream and a good night, everyone. Okay, thank you, Wolf Queen Ani. Thank you, Ani, so much. Thank you for the raid. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a very good night's sleep and take care of yourself, okay? Have a good night. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the Pendants? Please let Bragi know that we are bringing in a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. I will see you later. Thank you. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, nice meeting you too. Thank you for dropping by. Bum, 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 bum. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. Wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. Thank you for the follow, Mango! I hope you have a nice night. It was very nice meeting you. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alice. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while. And that means you as well, Mylon. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. If you guys didn't recognize it, the second boss was Tesleen, which was her friend from the inn in Amarang. Just you and me then. Shall we? That electric guitar is a shift from the nice piano a second ago. But that's kind of funny. Alright, I'm just going to teleport right there, because it's a tad bit of a walk. We'll end shortly. There's a really nice stopping point here in just a minute. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Mylon. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alice both. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Bum, ba-dum. What can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city? I see. Well, Captain Lena can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment, if you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there then? The battle at Holminster? A stalwart lad like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs, make himself known. I'm sure Glynard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. Really? I don't think this is voiced. Sayala, more beer for table 2, and a couple of pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet this evening, sir. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, that Bragi has a twisted sense of humor. Why do I nod at that? To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in near 100 years has folk all riled up, and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. I really must apologize for Glynard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Yeah, I do. Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day, praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the Settlement Council puts bounties on their heads. And our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays. A class of eaters that have been dubbed the Cardinal Virtues. The Virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is Grandson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistle lad is Louis Rique. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Sarek. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Last we have Giat, dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer and only a healer. Something about needing a mentor's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. I like how she said he has the oversized sword and like you don't have a bigger one. My sword is bigger. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You've gained access to role quests. A separate questline and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of the Shadowbringer's main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Very, very important. I should have seen that joke coming. Listen, you walked right into it. Yes, Shadowbringers requires you to complete this optional role quest line. At least one. Probably the one for your main job. There's one for tanks, one for healers, one for physical DPS being melee and aiming, and then one for casters. So 4 in total. And yeah, you need to complete at least one for the Shadowbringers main scenario. I will be doing it when we complete the Shadowbringers Part 1 of New Game Plus. But I will be doing it. It'll be great. But yeah. It'll be a bit weird because we might go to places that we shouldn't have gone to yet, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll just be odd. The pacing will be out of order, but it's fine. Speak with the Virtue Hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept a quest offer. Okay. Alright. But not right now. But not right now. Essentially, because I can only run one set of New Game Plus at a time, I'm gonna wait till I complete Shadowbringers Part 1, and then we'll do the tank role quests, and then we will go on to Shadowbringers Part 2, which will be about... Which means I'll be doing the role quests about halfway through Shadowbringers, so that's cool. Welcome back, sir. I wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar, but will you be retiring to your quarters? Yes. Very good. In light of the present situation, I have had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, sir.
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Hi, Ardbert. My room is still haunted. Been watching, have you?
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden.
I think canonically you're supposed to go after Alphinaud first. Just from the way the dialogue suggests. But we did Alice first. But it's fine. It's fine.
Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
Through thick and thin.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding. He's here. I must go to him.
Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech facility in the Source...
Intruders! Fan out and find them! Out of my way!
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadowhunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear their receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
The mirth, the sass, the drama!
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant. And all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
That sounds like a good way to give Ascians literal hundreds of vessels to possess. Really? Why do you think that, I wonder? Alright. Unfortunately, this is gonna have to be where we end it. Although I want to face in the sun. Because we have brought true daytime back to the Crystarium. Yeah, this is a really good ending point. This is where I was trying to get to. Because I was like, I know we're gonna go back to the pendants, and I know it's gonna be basically the end of chapter 1. So yeah. Or chapter 2 maybe, but yeah. No, this is chapter 1. I haven't played this far. I know. You're okay. But yeah, thank you to everybody for coming along and hanging out with me. Let me go. Oh, Brave is live. Oh, but Foxy is playing Overwatch. Oh, hold the phone. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, but Foxy is playing Overwatch. He's in a full stag. Alright. So, we're gonna actually raid Foxy. You're gonna sleep now? Thank you for the head pats, Lux. Okay. See you later. We're gonna raid Foxy. Because I don't want to watch Phasmophobia. BT. Lux is in charge of my lawn. We're gonna raid Foxy because Foxy is awesome. If it doesn't take you guys to his channel, because Twitch is buggy like that, there's his channel link. And I hope you guys all have a very wonderful rest of your night. And I hope that you guys take care of yourselves. And I will see you guys on Thursday for more Hi-Fi Rush. Wait, actually, no. We're gonna move Thursday's stream to this weekend. Either Saturday-ish or Sunday. But we're gonna move Hi-Fi Rush to this weekend. Because I have something else going on Thursday. And then on Friday, be on the lookout for either Bob streaming or me. We have yet to decide on who's gonna actually be streaming because, reasons, Bob is busy, stuff like that. So, yeah, it'll be like a last minute call or whatever, but be on the lookout for that. But anyway, goodbye everyone. I hope you all have a very good night, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!